If you've also been trying to get clear skin but nothing seems to work for you, it's probably not your product, it's your routine. I too used to think that clear skin meant expensive skincare and a 10-step skincare routine, but it doesn't. So in this video, I'm gonna take you guys through my very realistic morning and evening skincare routine, plus the daily habits that keep my skin clear and glowy. And I'm gonna share some common skincare mistakes that I see a lot of people make. If you're new here, hi, my name is friedamako and I love all things hygiene, beauty, and self-care. Let's get straight into it. First, let's dive into my morning skincare routine. Morning, it is time for our morning skincare routine. I just woke up. As you can see, my face is kind of dry, but you still have that subtle glow going on, which I absolutely love. I always start by washing my hands thoroughly. Why did my lighting get that? And as you guys know, I don't wash my face in the morning. I just literally do this. Okay, my little light is just dead, so we're gonna leave that. It's literally all I do, and I try to get the gunk from between my eye. And that's it. That's my cleansing for the morning. I start every routine with this Numbersyn #1 Pure Calming Herb Toner. It's so soothing, so calming, and it brings back the moisture that you lose after cleansing. Now, I didn't cleanse, obviously, but I still like to bring back some moisture that I might have lost during my sleep. Clearly, I love her. I go in with a second toner, which is the Tear Milk Skin Toner. This is one of my favorite winter toners because she's so thick and milky and also so hydrating. My skincare routine in the morning is really short because I don't like to do too much, because you really don't need a long skincare routine. That's what I try to keep telling you guys. Thirdly, I go in with this Medicube Kojic Acid Turmeric Niacinamide Serum. This one has made my skin so freaking even. I was struggling really badly with hyperpigmentation around the mouth, and I still have it, obviously, and hyperpigmentation around my eyes. It's like darker around here and then super bright over here, and then it gets dark again here, especially around my mouth. I've been trying to even that out, and I've made so much progress using this serum. Look at the little beads. That's so crazy. Look at the little beads in the product. Like, that's insane. This is the only active that I use in the morning because I don't want to do too much. Because when I first started doing skincare, I used to put everything on my skin because I wanted good skin ASAP. But I've learned that that's just literally not how our skin works, and you need to be patient and consistent with a specific routine, and usually the best routine is a short one. So that's what I do right now. Right now I'm just focusing on evening out my skin and hydrating my skin, and then later we can see. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I forgot my moisturizer at my boyfriend's place, so right now we're gonna be using this one. I usually use this one during summer and springtime, but we'll just have to deal. I'll put a picture of the moisturizer I normally use on the screen right now. I also just love this moisturizer, so honestly, I don't mind. I like my moisturizers to be very soothing and very calming and just not have any actives. I literally just wanted to protect my skin and strengthen my skin barrier, nothing else. Lastly, we obviously need to protect our skin from UV rays. So that's why we're gonna be using some sunscreen. Y'all know I use sunscreen regardless of the weather, okay? I don't care if it's winter, if it's snowing, if it's raining, I'll put on some sunscreen. I don't know why I just rub my hands because there's nothing on my hands, but sunscreen is also one of the main things that is going to even out your skin, because you're just not gonna get darker in the places that are already dark on your face. So if you want even skin and to combat your hyperpigmentation, pick up your sunscreen. Also, this is my absolute favorite sunscreen because it makes your face so freaking glowy and it doesn't sting the eyes at all. Like, you see how I'm just like comfortably going over my eyes and it's not tearing up or anything. And there we have it. This is the morning skin. Absolutely love that glow. Y'all know if it ain't glowing, I ain't going. 10 out of 10. Now, before I show you guys my nighttime skincare routine, I wanted to go through some common skincare mistakes that I see a lot of people make. There's so much information out there and products being pushed left and right that we don't even know how to approach skincare. So allow me to de-influence you. The #1 common mistake I see a lot of people make is over exfoliating. Whenever I come across another exfoliating product on TikTok, it always sounds like that all-promising product that's just going to fix your skin. It's not. I always see people talking about how they use it every single day and ooh, look at how it changed my skin in 4 days and look at how much I put. Like, Can we relax? You are not supposed to do that. An exfoliating product is literally going to ruin and burn off your skin barrier if you overuse it. And I see that a lot of people make this mistake and then they blame the skincare product or skincare in general for how their skin turns out. And you know what? I can't even blame y'all because there's a lot of misinformation on TikTok and on other platforms where people are lying to y'all in y'all faces because they want you to buy the product. Do not exfoliate more than 2 to 3 times a week. 3 times is even pushing it, okay? Start with 2 times a week. I always exfoliate on Sundays and Wednesdays. A third day is very, very rare for me. I have done it in the past, but honestly, my skin doesn't even need it. An exfoliating product literally goes into the pores and cleans it out. It is quite harsh, even though a lot of products will say we're good for sensitive skin. I believe that, and I only use sensitive skin safe products, but that doesn't mean that you should be overusing it because it is sensitive skin safe, if that makes sense. The second common mistake I see so freaking often is overusing actives. Once again, active ingredients are quite strong. And I know that products with actives always sound like they're going to fix your skin miraculously overnight. They are not. When it comes to skincare, patience is a virtue. You will not get results within a week. You will not get results within 2 weeks even, okay? If you want an actual change in your skin, whether it's fixing your acne, whether it's fixing your dryness, wrinkles, hyperpigmentation, you need patience. You need at least a few months. It's not gonna fix itself within a few days, not even in a few weeks. Give it time. As you saw, the only active I use in my morning skincare routine is a vitamin C. I make sure to not mix any of my actives. Also because a lot of times, and we'll talk about this later, a lot of actives don't even mix. Number 3 is switching products way too often. Like I said, patience is a virtue when it comes to skincare. If you are constantly switching out your products because you feel like it's not working for you, you're not even giving your skin the time to even react to the skincare that you're using. Also, depending on the skincare that you're using, you can also damage your skin barrier because you're just doing way too much to your skin. Give it some time. What I always say to people is that when they are introducing new skincare to their face, they should introduce it one by one. So not an entire routine all at once. Start with maybe the toner, use it for about a week. If you're not getting a weird reaction from it, introduce something else and then something else, you know what I mean? And then use it for at least 3 months before you decide whether or not you like it. Obviously, if you break out immediately and you get rashes, throw it out. We obviously know that it's not working for you. But if you feel like it's doing nothing, give it some time. Number 4 is ignoring your skin barrier. I feel like this goes hand in hand with number 1 and 2, which is over exfoliating and using way too many actives. You're damaging your skin barrier. I feel like a lot of people are focused on fixing their skin rather than strengthening their skin. Me, when I first started using skincare, I was so focused on wanting glowy skin and wanting my skin to be even. I also struggled a lot with rashes and breakouts, so I wanted to fix that as well. I was not focusing on my skin barrier at all. I can't count how many times I damaged my skin barrier, but the last time I damaged it was so freaking bad that I just switched. Something in my brain switched. I focused on skin barrier repair, and honestly, my skin has never been this good. I honestly genuinely believe that having a strong skin barrier is at the root of all success when it comes to good skin. I hardly ever break out. My skin is honestly good. I react very well to skincare products. I hardly ever get allergic reactions. Never get rashes anymore. My skin barrier, she's like that. And lastly is mixing incompatible actives. I mentioned this briefly earlier. Do your research. There are so many actives, so many chemicals that you should not be mixing, especially on your face. And a lot of people don't know this. They will mix and match stuff that should not be mixed and matched. I'm trying to think of something off the top of my head. Do your research. I think there's a chart out there. I can maybe find it and put it on the screen right here for you guys. So now that we know what actually ruins our skin, let me show you guys what I do at night to keep my skin clear and glowy and calm all throughout the night, so I don't wake up with any breakouts. Okay, it is time for our evening skincare routine. I am wearing makeup right now, so we have to take that off, and we're gonna obviously start with micellar water. I always like to start with this cleansing water by Anua. It's the Hard Leaf 87 Low pH Deep Cleansing Water, and this one just great for sensitive skin, cleans off the makeup properly, doesn't clog your pores. Absolute 10 out of 10. And don't forget behind your ears, because that's where the most sebum is. I like to go in twice just to make sure that I actually got off all the makeup from my face. And see, it still managed to pick up some makeup. Today we'll be going in with my everyday cleanser, which is the Skin 104 Ampoule Foam. I absolutely love this one. If I was exfoliating, I would be using this Anua Heart Leaf Pore Deep Cleansing Foam. Clearly, I love her. This cleanser is honestly my absolute favorite. It takes off your makeup, dirt, and anything else off of your skin so effectively. It literally feels silky. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. It just feels so soft, like a cloud. And while it cleans the face effectively, it's also very soothing for the skin, so it's also calming your skin while you cleanse, which is obviously a bonus. I like to pay extra attention to the areas where I tend to break out or where I tend to experience clogged pores, which is mostly on my forehead or on my chin or around my nose. I normally use a paper towel for my face, but I'm literally just gonna use this towel once because I ran out to dry my face with. And I always start my skincare routine with this toner. It doesn't matter whether it's morning or night. I always start with this Namaste No. 1 Purple Calming Herb Toner. I don't have enough left, so I need to obviously get another one. This one is so soothing. You honestly can't go wrong with it. I like to pat it into my skin because when you slap your face, you draw more blood to that area that you're patting, and it's going to help the absorption of the product. It is literally absorbed already. At nighttime, I tend to want to use more toners to really hydrate my skin before I go to bed because I have dry skin. So the next toner I'll be using is this Anua Rice Ceramide toner. This one is a milky toner, so the hydration is absolutely insane. But I would say that this is quite a watery milky toner. Now obviously the order of your skincare depends on the texture and the thickness of the product that you're using. So before we go in with my third toner, I'll be going in with this Anua PDR and Hyaluronic Acid Serum because it is more watery than my next toner. This has got to be one of the most hydrating serums I've ever tried. You can also immediately feel it on your skin. Like, it just feels so plump and juiced up right after you put it on. Like, it's absolutely insane. Now for my favorite toner, this is the Terra Milk Skin Toner. I've talked about this one for years. This is the mini version, obviously. The glow, unmatched. This is more of a thicker milky toner. Just look at the hydration and the moisture it delivers to your skin. Literally nobody does it like Terra. Then the next serum we're gonna put on is the Anua Rice Ceramide Barrier Serum. This one for your skin barrier. Something about a slimy texture just really does it for your skin barrier. I don't really understand the science behind it, but my skin drinks up this serum. Now before I go in with my moisturizer, I like to really help the absorption of my skincare products by using the Medicube HR Booster Pro device. Booster mode, level 1, level 2, level 3. I use it on level 3 and I just go over my skin. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I can't find my moisturizer for some reason, even though it's always in the same spot. So I'm gonna be using this moisturizer by Anua, which is the Soothing Cream. I usually use Anua's Barrier Cream. I probably use it in my morning routine as well, so you should have seen it. But for right now, I already have so many products on my face that I feel like it is moisturized and hydrated enough to just go with this one. This moisturizer is usually my summer moisturizer because it's more of a gel, but the glow is unmatched. And I know that a lot of people don't care about the glow, especially people with oily skin, but me personally, if I ain't glowing, I ain't going. And this is the skin. You could basically see your own reflection in my skin. That's insane. Absolutely insane. Oh. Now, even if your skincare routine is perfect, your skin won't stay clear if your habits aren't supporting it. So let's talk about the daily habits that made the biggest difference in my skin. Number 1 are pillowcases. I make sure to change my pillowcases every single week. If you have acne prone skin, maybe even think about doing it twice a week. That depends on your skin. Obviously, I have dry, sensitive, reactive skin. I don't tend to break out as much. I just need to focus on hydration. Also, another thing with my pillowcases is that I prefer silk, which is not going to absorb my skincare, so my skin can stay hydrated all throughout the night, which is obviously great because I need that. Hair products, oils, sweat, all of that gunk sits on top of your pillowcase, and if you keep going back to it every single night and sleeping on it, it just transfers back to your face. Obviously, we don't want that. We want to make sure that we're sleeping on a clean surface at least most of the time. Number 2 is not touching my face. This is something I actually struggled with. I love to lean. I love to I just love that. I had to stop stop that. I had to stop that. I hardly ever get acne and I don't tend to break out as much, but I will break out whenever I touch my face too much. I will literally see a pattern of where I touch my face and that's where I'll break out. Stop resting your hands on your face. Stop picking your skin. Absolutely stop doing that. You also don't want to scar. It obviously sounds so small, but bacteria spreads so easily. Number 3 is washing my face after sweating. Whether it's summer, whether I just came from the gym, if there is sweat on my face, wash it off. If I don't have the chance to wash my face, I will use a hypochlorous acid spray to spray my face with because it kills the bacteria on my face. Letting sweat sit on your skin is going to clog your pores, which is going to do what? Give you acne and breakouts. We don't want that. Manage your stress. When I'm stressed, it shows up in my skin. Absolutely. Your hormones and your skin are like this, okay? Whatever is going on inside is going to show up in your skin. So obviously take care of that. Together with that is sleeping enough. Your skin repairs itself at night. So if you're consistently getting 4 to 5 hours of sleep, you don't even give yourself enough time. You don't even give your skin enough time to repair itself. Give yourself some time. As a woman specifically, 8 hours isn't even enough. I aim for 8 hours, but as a woman, we should actually be aiming for 10. Now, I'm gonna be realistic and say, who the hell has time for that? But if you do, do it, honestly. You wanna be aware of your diet. Obviously, you don't have to be strict with it. Just be aware of what you're putting into your body because that also shows up in your skin. Most importantly, hydrate yourself. Drink a lot of water. Clean your makeup brushes and clean anything that actually touches your face. And don't let your hair touch your face if you use a lot of products, especially edge control and stuff like that. If it touches your face, wash it off. Clear skin isn't about perfection, it's about consistency. Small habits done daily matter so much more than having a 10-step skincare routine. Anyway, I hope this video was helpful. If you guys have any questions or tips and tricks that I forgot about, don't be shy. Write it down below. Share it with the class. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you guys in the next one.